Hi everybody, my name is Justin Stoney and I'm the founder of New York Vocal Coaching here in New York City. Welcome to episode 63 of Voice Lessons to the World, the show where we want to help you guys as singers by answering your questions from all over, and I'll give you a chance to ask questions later. But our question for this week comes from Allison C. in Walnut Creek, California, and Allison writes, "Dear Justin, my belt and my chest voice and mix are very strong, but my head voice is very weak. I can't sing legit or classical songs because my head voice is always so thin. Can I make my head voice powerful like my chest voice?" It's a fantastic question, Allison, and that's really true. So many of us are working on the connected registers to get them power and tone. But what about the disconnected registers? These ones up here. Can those be strong as well? And absolutely they can. So today we're going to learn how to get some more power into your head voice. But first we need to talk about some terms. What is head voice? Now I know we've talked about this a little bit in the past. The thing to keep in mind is that terminology is very different depending on which teacher you talk to, which school, which method. There's no standard in the voice. So people use a lot of different words to describe the same thing. And that can be very confusing for singers. So just know that the terms really vary. It doesn't really matter as long as we're using the same language for what we're talking about. So today what we're going to say is that a female head voice is essentially the same thing as a male falsetto. That's typically what we're saying. When the female voice disconnects, it goes into head voice. Same thing when the male voice disconnects, it goes into falsetto. Actually, a male head voice is kind of a mix, but a female head voice is very much like a male falsetto. So those are the words that we're going to be using today. We're going to have an episode basically that helps females get a stronger head voice and males get a stronger falsetto. It's going to be about the equivalent. So then how do we get a stronger head voice if we're a female and a stronger falsetto if we're a male? Here's some really great tips, I think, to help you guys get some more strength in that register. First of all, we need to be able to lower the larynx, right? We know that lots of different larynx positions are effective for great vocal technique, but a low larynx invites more possibility for power into the voice. So we need to be able to lower the larynx. Remember, a high larynx is a kind of brighter, squeezier sound, perhaps, right? And we can use that larynx. A neutral larynx is very much like my speaking voice. It's natural. And a low larynx is a little bit looser and a little bit deeper, right? So, high larynx, neutral larynx, low larynx. We have to be able to do a low larynx sound in order to invite more power up into those coordinations. That's one thing. The next thing is the jaw. We need to make sure that we don't have thrust or a hold to the jaw or too small of a jaw position or just overall jaw tension when we're singing. So we have to be able to loosen. Later we're going to do an exercise to help you with all of these things. You're also going to need great breath support in order to get power. We can't be blasting the cords. They won't be able to withstand it. So you can't be breathing like this or too much slam from down here. We have to have control, breath support, right? Holding the air back with the body, breathing, and then keeping the air somewhat in the body. That creates subglottic pressure, which will help you to be strong up top. And then finally, we need to make sure that you guys are bold, right? A lot of times, it doesn't matter whether it's chest voice or the head voice power that we're talking about today, there's a lack of energy, not breath, but energy, commitment, boldness, willingness to make a big or perhaps ugly sound, right? If you're always trying for perfection, you're always trying to place it and make a perfect sound, you're never going to be able to develop power in your voice. There's a certain sense of going for it that you're going to need in order to be powerful up here. Again, later we're going to do an exercise so that you guys can practice, but know that you can't hold back And you can't judge your sound too much if you want to develop strength to the voice. You have to be willing to make a mistake and also to let it out. So we're gonna work on that later, but let me first show you in a song what a powerful head voice or a powerful falsetto would be in comparison to the thinner one, and then we're gonna try practicing getting some strength for you guys. So this is You'll Never Walk Alone by Rodgers and Hammerstein, and I'm going to develop, this is really a female classical or traditional musical theater song, but I'm going to show you how it sounds to have some strength and power up into those registers of the voice. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. So that's a sound of my falsetto, or if you're a female, your head voice, with some strong, rich tone, even though it's in a disconnected register. Okay? Now, if I let my voice do some of the things that we talked about, have poor breath support, high larynx, and a lack of boldness, I could get walk on, with hope in your heart. Right? And it instantly loses its walk on that I'm getting from all of those qualities. So now we're ready for an exercise, and when you guys do it, let's remember the qualities that we talked about, right? Low larynx, loose dropped jaw, boldness in the sound, and good breath support. The exercise that we're going to do today, we're not going to have guys down here, ladies up here. We're going to have guys and ladies in the same register, and we're going to do HWAW. Whoa! Okay, so let's say that for me. HWAW. Whoa! It's fantastic. So now we're going to do a 1-5-1 on wah, starting right here. And remember, as we go up, we're dragging that power. So don't let it go to a thinner register on top. Stay buff. Nice. Good for you. That's it. Right. Good for you. Nice energy. Great. Good. Now stay strong. Awesome. That's right. Commit to it. Excellent. Last one. Amazing work. Now we'll come down. Stay strong. Stay dropped. Stay supported. You're awesome. That's it. Good. Good for you. Nice. Good. Excellent. A few more. That's right. Last one. Okay, fantastic stuff. So that exercise hopefully helps you guys to drag some more power up into falsetto if you're a male and head voice if you're a female, so you can start developing that extra power on top that you'll love to have for your voice. So Allison and all, I hope that that's been helpful for you guys today as singers. If you have questions that you'd like to see us answer on the show, you can send an email to questions@voicelessonstotheworld.com. So we just encourage you, don't lose the joy, don't lose the passion, don't let people tell you you can't sing. You and I both know that is not true. Keep working hard on your voice every day. Whether it's the chest voice or the head voice coordinations, work everything. Get with a great voice teacher in your area, or if you guys are in the New York City area or you want to Skype with one of our staff, you can visit us at www.newyorkvocalcoaching.com. And if you like these videos, I encourage you to download our free app. It's for iPhone, iPad, hopefully more in the future. A lot of great resources, tips, articles, videos, so many things there, free stuff to help you guys grow as singers. So you can download that app or visit www.voicelessonstotheworld.com. I'm Justin Stoney. We'll see you next time.